Okay, let's just rearrange this slightly. So today we're going to do some non-Lego because I want to, before I do lots of Lego in upcoming videos, because I went and got a cool, slightly used Lego set, which I've been wanting to get for a long time. It's no longer available. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. But we're going to do this one instead, which is not Lego. It's this Hovercraft racer by these people here. Which I will read. It says Science Museum, whoever they may be. That sounds like a very familiar name, but it's very generic. I don't know the particular science museum that they are talking about, but it is distributed in the UK. Science Museum, Exhibition Road, London. So this is another organisation like the Smithsonian and the National Geographic people getting in on the STEM toys. I mean, I don't think they're actually making these things. I think they just happen to have this in the gift shop. This didn't come. I have not been, as you can tell from this entire conversation, ever been to the Science Museum in London. Maybe one day I will go. I'm thinking about starting to plan that maybe I should go on an overseas trip. And you never know, the UK could be a potential place. I've been wanting to do a cycling trip for a while. And why not cycle around the UK? I was thinking about cycling around Japan because it's a bit closer, but I don't know what I'll do. I won't be doing it for a year at least. Anyway, let's open up this box and see what's... It doesn't look very complicated. It looks quite straightforward. It's just a hovercraft that has a few pieces. Sorry, I have a bandage on my finger. This is actually a new one I just got today, so my previous injuries have healed up mostly. But I decided to somehow get a very, very fine paper cut. The kind of paper cut that itches more than hurts, which always bugs me. But anyway, we're going to open up this, and we've got this. It's got a caution, so don't put your fingers in there. We've got another little box, and we've got a thing. This I did buy this secondhand from an op shop, but it's not actually secondhand, as you may have guessed. It's in fact relatively new. Look at this. It's got a little skirt thing on the outside that's got some sort of printed circuit board pattern on it, which makes a lot of sense in a very abstract way. And then we've got a piece of paper which just says Hovercraft, and some information about what a hovercraft does, so you can read that in your own time. I've never seen a real life hovercraft. No, I think I may have when I was a kid. I don't live in a country where hovercrafts are common. This kit lets you build a working hovercraft using an electric motor and propeller. How does it work? The propeller forces air, and I forgot to read the rest of it. But anyway, we all know how these things work. Everyone's seen TV. Well, let's just look at the instructions. So now we have Hover Racer. This is a bit interesting. Over on this piece of paper, it's called a Hover Racer. Which is, I think this is the generic one, and that was the Science Museum. This is the Science Museum one, trying to make it sound more sciencey by telling you information about it, and this is just generic. Build this thing to race around. I don't think we have to go through all of the pages. There you go, that's all the pages. I'm going to read this, and you're not. So the first thing to do is to get rid of this, because this has no purpose whatsoever. But this has a purpose, so we have to open it without ruining anything. So we'll just open it randomly, because that's the best way to ensure that nothing ever gets broken. And we'll take out this, we can throw that away, because it's a suffocation hazard. To keep away from children under the age of 3. And now we've got, hopefully I haven't left any children under the age of 3 running around to grab that plastic bag. And there we've got this bag, which also has another hazardly bag thing, is a hazardly bag with non-hazardy stuff on the inside. We've got this, and like a little blob of blue tack. I like the fact that you can there's like a little thing. Hold on. This is my actual brand name blue tack with a lithium ion battery attached to it, as you do. Does it actually have that pattern on there anywhere, or is it not? It could be, it could belong to something. It seems conceivable that this is actual name brand blue tack. I don't think I can tell. I haven't got enough evidence to come to that conclusion just yet. Here's another piece. This is vitally important. We have to. Oh my gosh! Look at that. There we go. There's the screwdriver. So they actually supply you with name brand blue tack, which is always good to know. And as you can see, if I'm running out of blue tack, I have an alternative source. So if this proves insufficient, we will be able to continue nonetheless. So the first thing we have to do is we have to attach this thing to here, which means we have to fold this the way it's supposed to be. So I think, just guessing, just looking at this, I don't think it matters which side you start from. I feel like it actually is going to matter which side I start from. Like I could fold it this upwards instead of downwards, and you're still going to get the same thing. It's symmetrical. But there's a thing in the picture that's making me confused. So we'll come back to that. Oh, the thing in the picture that's making me confused is the thing that might actually mean that I should do it. So there's something different about this. Oh gosh. This thing is actually not symmetrical. Oh, okay, so I think I do have to turn it this way. So I think that there's actually a layer of sticky material over the top of this, and this is actually going to come in to play in a second. So I guess you have to take the sticky bit off, or do you? It feels like I don't know what's happening. It feels like in the picture, I'm going to show the picture because I have to, that this should be more easy to understand. I could read the words, right? Word reading is fun. What does the word say? Remove the backing from the remaining piece of tape on the duck template. Oh wait, there's another. Oh, this isn't actually the first step. The first step is this. We should really have paid attention to this. Where did this tape come from? I don't think I have any tape. Oh. Okay, now I have to seriously... Oh, but that's what all this stuff is. Oh my gosh. Then it doesn't actually matter which way around I do it. So I should have done it the way that I started off. Okay, well then we'll be fine. We'll just take the tape from here. This is what I think they're talking about. This stuff. Right. Well, that's not sticky at all. So they must mean... Oh. So how does this work? I think you put it on here first. No. And then somehow I'm going to take it off. Like, I'm assuming this is double-sided tape. It is double-sided tape. Gosh, there we go. So we have to put the double-sided... I feel like I could be smart about this and not have to do this twice. So I'll get that one. Get my actually sharp scissors and cut it across there. Is that going to be... Oh, I've got it. Oh, it's kind of wrapped over. We're going so well. They do give you a. They do give you a large. Oh gosh, it's just broken. It's into two. So, well, we've got a little bit on, so we can throw that bit away. You're not going to be able to see this, so from what I understand is going on here. Oh, I could have used that little bit in the top corner. Okay, well that's a better idea. That's a much better idea. So I'm really surprised you can actually undo the double-sided tape from this. It doesn't seem like it should make any sense. So I started watching Uncharted tonight. I didn't actually finish watching it because it was a bit long. And it's okay. Like I've never played the game, so I'm not going to be the kind of person saying, "Oh, I can't believe they did this." But I was a bit confused by one scene where they come across a guy and he mentions that he was like just fell out of a car that fell out of a plane, and then the guy is like, "I've been there, done that, bro." And I'm like, am I supposed to know who that person is? Because I don't know who that person is. It's like, that's an in-joke. That's an in-joke person. And I don't know the in-joke. And I feel like I'm going to have to look that up. Like, I'm assuming that somehow they're connected to the actual game, and this is somehow a reference to that. Maybe they're the person who made it. Maybe they're the voice actor. But who knows? I would say please leave a comment in the comment section, but no one actually watches these videos, so it's fine. Maybe one day in the future when people have actually watched this video. By that time, of course, I will already know the answer to the question, so don't bother. It's all over. Put that there. And we're going to try and do this. I feel like I should have just have doubled over. Like, oh, I did that pretty bad. Well, it's going to work. It's going to work. Like, the top part is the one that I'm most wanting to get to work. If I just hold it really hard. Oh no, it's going to stick to that. We'll be fine. I don't think it's going to hold as well as I want. Well, once it's in place, then it will be fine. We have to do one more of these. So I hope there isn't too much sticking. This one doesn't seem to have any sticky stuff on it. It was just like, what? Oh, the sticky. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. I went and stuck it on here. It turns out this time the strip had the sticky bit, and there wasn't on there. So that all worked out for the worst. I don't know if that's actually better that it's ended up here or if it's worse. I think it's worse, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to try it this way. I'm going to put it over like this and then just take it off. Now, I think that's actually literally the terriblest idea. It is of all the ideas. Look, you can actually see, I think I should have taken the top film off. I think that was my problem. I think that was, yeah, I think I have to take it off. So that was all for nothing, because you've gone and put the tape on the wrong thing. It just gets better and better. Alright, well, we can still fix this. Maybe that's why they give you a lot of tape. To be honest, this is turning out to take a lot longer than it should have. For what literally is to put one piece of plastic inside of another piece of plastic, this is a lot more work than you would expect. And I still haven't got the actual top layer off. Sorry, I'm wearing a silly jacket, and now that I'm wearing it, it's actually too hot to be wearing it. Okay, so I'm going to use, oh no, it's gone and crumpled over. Oh no, 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 no. I think working with double-sided tape is the most evil thing in the world. So there we go. We'll just double-sided even more, and then we'll just stick it in here, and then we'll just squash it into place, and it will be fine. I hope. That actually worked out better than the last time I tried. Okay, so that one's fine. Maybe we can rescue the tape off here, because I really don't have the patience, and I am worried that there's going to be a whole lot more gluing happening at some point in the future. Oh gosh, fine, whatever. And then we need this piece. Can we do a better job? Alright. Oh no, 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 we can't do a better job. We can do a worse job, which is the best kind of job. And okay, it looks so much nicer the first time around. And then we've got to have a bit for the corner, but I've run out of bits. There's that left over bit. Is there any more on here? Like, I seem to have lost the corner bits. Well, we just have to do this whole thing again. Oh, now the whole lot's coming off in one big go. So if I just cut this here, and then put that back where I got it from, that side, and take this. Oh no, I can't do this. I can't do it. I hate double-sided tape. It's better than that fabric-y stuff that those felt things that I've been trying to do occasionally, where you have the double-sided. That's almost impossible. So I should be thankful that this is at least conceivably possible. Oh no, it fell apart there. I feel like I should just staple that in place. Alright, let's do this. And then it's got to go this way round. I guess it has to be quite a tight fit, doesn't it? That's actually the whole point of this, is that it's pretty sticky and it's held in place pretty well. Otherwise it's not going to work as well as you might hope. but that's good enough. That's good enough for me. I'm happy with that. It doesn't look that good. Okay, so we've done that part, and now we've got to do the next bit, which is apparently this thing here, which is, and I'm not reading the instructions, so oh wait, we had the same thing, didn't I? That there was a plastic sheet over the top. I should take that off first, so I don't get confused by things. So here's the plastic bit. Okay, that's gone. And then we have to, and this is actually going to attach into this thing. So that's actually interesting. So it goes in, and there's actually a little, oh my gosh. This is really more tricky than you might expect. So, okay, there's actually like a little hole in the top of that bit there. So I'm actually hoping, actually, that if once you put them all in, it's held in place a bit better than it was before. Like, I mean, the corner bits here, they're flopping out, right? But if this bit gets attached, maybe it will hold it in place. Or it will just make it less likely to hold it in place. Actually, I think it's going to be less likely. And then I'm supposed to make it look like it cool, like in the picture. Do like that. That looks kind of cool. So we've made it like that. It looks cooler on the camera. Okay, it doesn't look cool in real life. There we go. And then the next page. So I just did that bit. We're now up to, which is actually, I've missed out the other steps. This is going to be fun. Okay, so the last bit is, I don't think we're going to get this done in one video. I did not expect that to happen. It's got some words on the bottom here which are important. This side facing up. Okay, that's helpful. So, and then we've got to cut away this section here, which is really strange when you think about it, because they've already cut away a big section. Why can't they just finish it off and cut away this bit? They really want you to feel like you're doing something, that this isn't just a pre-made toy, that you're actually learning stuff. And there's nothing more sciencey and engineering than cutting things with a pair of scissors. So, which is true, really. I mean, what sciencey thing doesn't involve cutting stuff with scissors at some point? Probably physics and chemistry, but I'm sure biology occasionally you have some cutting. So we've done that, and we put it down, placed the plastic skirt on a flat surface, yeah, blah blah blah. You should be able to read the printed remark. I can read the printed remark. Plonk this on. I think I'm supposed to put, okay, I think I'm supposed to put an awful lot of these on the back of this, which is where I'm suddenly going to go, ooh, whoopsie, I haven't got enough of these. So, turns out you do need, and that one hasn't actually stuck, so that's not so useful. I feel like actually just using standard normal tape is a better way to go. I haven't got any standard normal tape. I've got this tape, which is insulation tape. So I'm just going to try that, because I feel like that's a smarter way of doing that bit. Blends in nicely. Like, I don't know why. Why did they imagine that using double-sided tape was the way to go? Maybe it will be too heavy if I do it with this. Well, we're going to find out. And this insulation tape isn't very sticky, so it's not actually going to be a very good job. But it looks pretty slick, because it's black. Actually, it's coming off already. Oh, not good. Not good at all. If only I had actual sellotape, which is something I normally have, but I don't today. So, anyway, let's stop waffling and get this one off. So that one's taken off. And I think we just have to do it the whole way around. They all just come off. Okay, so that one goes there. And so I'm just going to do this all in one go and then take it off bit by bit. Okay, and that one goes there. And then I think they should actually be overlapping, but they're not. they're not overlapping in the picture. Like, I feel like they should go like that. But I can't do that if I'm doing it after the... you know what I mean. Nobody knows what I mean. Alright. See, if I do like this way, I feel like I'm actually being really productive, even though I haven't actually done the most important part, which is to take it off and take the sticky part off. Close enough. And that one, I think I can do a better job than the last one, I hope. Kind of a better job. And there's definitely a lot more stickers left, so we're going well. Except I haven't got a bit for the end. How is that going to work out? So now we can at least sort of force it down first, and then maybe it will be much easier to take off the... Okay, that's that one done. And that's that one done. I feel like I should have said something more insightful about the movie Uncharted. But since I haven't finished watching it, though I did watch the pitch meeting for it, and probably the honest trailer for it ages ago. So it's not like I don't know what's happening. And it's not like it's the kind of film which is completely unpredictable. It's obviously a very generic film. But there's nothing much else to say about it. I just thought I'd mention that fact. Right. I did see a video about a study about potential why we can't recognize people of different ethnicities as easy, and it's not necessarily just straight racism, it's just you've been around people of a particular look. But it's always something that I think about, because I always find, because I work around people who don't look, most of the time don't look like me, and hang around people who don't look like me, and live in an area where people mostly don't look like me. And I think that helps, but I'm always worried that, you know, I'm going to fall into this. But I think, you know, you actually think, you actually end up mistaking people for being the same person, because you're not actually as good at telling people apart as you'd like to. And I find this, but I actually find that I'm quite often not very good at identifying people who actually do look relatively like me, and have, you know, the same kind of skin color and that kind of stuff. Especially little, like when I work with kids, like when it comes to like 5-year-old blonde kids and blonde girls and brown-haired boys, I honestly would get them, if I don't know them well, get them very confused. And so I never feel particularly bad if I get anybody else's ethnicity wrong, because I realize that, well, I make mistakes with my, you know, own apparent ethnicity. So I'm not too fussed, and I don't actually tend to. And I've been watching lots of Korean films, TV series recently, and I don't seem to have a problem identifying who the different characters are. And in fact, I can go, oh look, oh that's the character from, that's the actor from that TV series. They're in this one as well. So I guess I'm not as bad as I sometimes fear that I might be. Which is not particularly surprising when you're surrounded by people who look a whole variety of different shades and looks and everything. And now we're going to go here. Though I have to be honest, I'm always happy when people have their hair coloured some strange colour, because that makes it just perfectly easy. They're the person with the strangely coloured hair. Oh, and we're going to do this. I haven't actually read the instructions if this is what you're supposed to do. Being someone who actually has blue and pink hair, I'm that person that everybody knows and recognises because I have that, and I'm like, I don't like being noticed. So I don't know why I actually make myself very easy to identify. So where are we up to? We are now up to, we've done this bit, we have 4 minutes left. I think we're going to finish the video here. We'll just have to finish this another day at the exciting part, which are all the electronics and motory bits, which I hopefully haven't lost because I haven't really been paying attention. But we've got this thingy, we've got this thingy, we've got a battery box thingy, we've got this thingy, we've got the lid for the battery box thingy, and then we've got another one of those thingies, and I think that's all we have. Plus we've got the motor thingy. And some, look at all those screws. They're all nicely clustered there for warmth, I assume, because it is quite cold. Not much else to say. Let's do this next time because it's late and I want to go to sleep. But it's kind of worked out okay so far. Like, I don't think that's too bad. Hopefully, if I leave it overnight, all the little errors will sort of, like if I just press these bits here, I just worry about those. And I really don't. Oh, wait a second. No, I don't. Oh, I did need to put a bit on the back, didn't I? Because, so that was the one part that I think I should have. Okay, we have to quickly fix that somehow. Because I didn't put a sticky bit over this bit because it was already, you know, attended to by the previous part. So, but it definitely needs some kind of stickiness to hold it in place. I hope. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this. Maybe this is the air vent part, and it needs some kind of air venting. Well, there's still a little bit of room for the air to get out. I have to make sure that it doesn't. No, I've done it wrong, haven't I? I should have read the instructions. Should I have actually put the sticky bit here? It's a bit hard to tell, and in fact I've done it really badly, so it hasn't actually stuck to the bottom like as it has. It kind of has. Well, where did I put my fancy tape thing? Oh, there it is. We've got 2 minutes left. We can do this. We can max this out. I'm going to put the black tape over it, even though the black tape isn't a very sticky tape, because it's wire insulation tape. It's not really meant to do anything but cover up wire. And so there we go. That's fine. And then that just attaches to that, and then everything, and then there's lots of space around here. Just got to make sure it all moves around, and that's all going to fill up with air, and it's going to be amazing. I hope. Anyway, thanks for watching, and seriously, it's the first thing kids do is put their hands in the flame. I don't know, what are they even trying to do that for? Thanks for watching. Bye.